Hey kids, Inverted Cow here. Welcome back to Vintage Story on the Rabbit Tech server. This is just a quick 2 or 3 seconds of running around here. Just wanted to show the progress that has been made. By the way, finally, yes, skin is, or hair is back. A lot of people were kind of not happy about having their models or their players changed. I still can't carry chests on my back, so picking stuff up and carrying it is out of the question, but we are here at spawn. Let's see if I can get a view. I can't look further out. Okay, I'm on the rooftop layer of the building here. I have moved all of the bedrooms that Karma had started working on onto the second floor. I enlarged them slightly. As you can see, I still need to put lights in, that kind of thing. It's dark. It's also a good place to spawn drifters up here, but this is supposed to be a, what do you call it, a hallway for sleeping quarters. Each of these is supposed to have all the appropriate things for sleeping quarters, including the beds, probably a nightstand. I'm thinking a couple of bookcases, that sort of thing. Just where a trader or a guest could come up and snooze if they needed to. I have emptied out the main floor. I still have a couple more pillars to put in, like this, basically here-ish. And I need to finish putting together the staircase that's supposed to go in here, and it's already almost night. Just started. We had this awesome fog that I was trying to capture, but by the time I got the software set up, it was faded. But yeah, this level is pretty much done. This straw is just here as a construction. During construction, when it's finished, I'm going to be finishing off this window. I'm kind of hoping to spot Karma again and maybe see if I can get their help to finish this project, but I'm not going to hold my breath because I've only seen Karma come on once or twice, and it was briefly. The roads are back too. Finally got our road textures back in. But that's where we're at. When we're finished, I want this to look like an old red barn that was perched up on top of a structural foundation. I do have to put some structural beams on the inside here at these cross members. Come on, I've got a seriously, I strongly dislike the lighting in this game. Can't see a sweet, blessed, bloody thing. Basically, where these cross members are, I'm going to put a beam here, similar as I have on the upper floors, but it's just going to be a 2x2 kind of size, probably also of the oak. But that's where we're at on the headquarters building. I've basically ran out of all of the building materials I had. I have to run back and forth a couple of times to get some more of the birch. I need a lot more birch. I'm actually going through a lot more than I thought. It's almost a stack and a half every time through, so yeah, you can imagine how many stacks that's going to take to do that thing. And that's about as far as we've got. I'll pick it up again as soon as more things happen. We're just slowly working our way through the week. Just a little bit of a building update here, just to show how things are going. I'm just working on the last of these pillars here. And I just wanted to show basically kind of some of the stuff that I'm running into that I've had to do. First off, I'm doing each pillar by hand entirely. I also I have to take out two little single blocks, 4x4 blocks here, and replace them. But I take out the whole side. Whoops. And then I put chiseled pieces back in. And I repeat that for the opposite side. So that I get this nice little 4x4 pillar. The problem is, and this is what I wanted to show, don't look at the gate, I'll explain the gate shortly. Place is just packed with these stupid drifters. Chiseled or fences don't attach to chiseled blocks. So what you have to do is, go away, son, I'm busy. What you have to do is place the piece that you're going to chisel into so that the fences update into it. Then chisel the block so that it matches the fence. If you break the block or update the fence, that is, you attach anything to the fence or change the fence at all, it will disconnect from the chisel block. So once you do this, don't touch it. Don't ever touch it. That's the only way to connect to chiseled blocks with fences. It's kind of crappy game design if you ask me, but you know, that's how it goes. That's how it is. Haven't really done much else with the build as a whole from the last thing. Just a lot of this kind of repetitive chisel work. And yes, I could do it all on the bench, but doing it by hand is still easier than doing it on the bench. Go away. And unfortunately, there isn't really any good method for this. My goodness. You know, the drifters are supposed to despawn in the daytime. Yeah, right. Never. They're annoying, and they're annoying. So what I'm doing here is I'm just building... I've filled these pens out so they line up on pillars. I don't know what I'm going to do with this. I don't want to tear this all out and redo it because it's a waste of a lot of time and effort, but I'm not too worried that something might creep through here, like a deer or something, or a sheep. What I'm thinking of trying to do is seeing if I can trap a male sheep in the middle pen and a female sheep on the outside pens. I don't care about the pigs. Spawn Town has a pig explosion happening right now, so we don't need pigs. But if I do that on both of these, that will get me sheep in the middle. And then what I'll do is I'll simply just feed them. Oh, if you're not getting hit by drifters, you're hungry. What I'll do is I'll feed them, and then when they reproduce, the females should put the babies in the same pen as them. And then all I'll have to do is close this off here, open the gate to the appropriate pen that I want the sheep into, slaughter the current occupant of that pen, and move the baby into that that location. This gate, this is part of, there's a mod that I believe is called medieval something. It has a lot of these gates and portcullises and that kind of nonsense here. You get these large gates. You can create them and craft them. They're really corny. I love it. I put this down and I just laughed. I was just laughing about it because it was so funny. Yes, it flickers for me when it updates to the final. When it changes state from open to closed, it flickers. It will flicker here. See? Open to closed. And now you can't go. Oh, I can go through because I'm glitched into it. But this is a trade hall. This is a trading hall as the headquarters of a wandering trader, of course. We haven't done anything else up on this floor except finish the pillars that we were talking about. If the trade mod comes in, which I'm really hoping that they actually do get it fixed and installed, I want to put trading pods down like this. I'm out of grass. Okay. Trading pods down like this. What I'll do is I'll raise the floor where the trade pods will go so that they sit a little high, but they'll sit here. And I want to put, there's a taller version that sits on the wall, so I'll sit those in here. I might have to do is actually raise the whole of the floor. I don't know. I'm not too keen on that idea because I like it to have this trim. But we'll see. Another option, of course, depending on if they're, what the bases look like, is I could actually just implant them right into the floor and then go underneath and just do a very thin piece underneath. I'm not too worried about it because even if it sticks through and it shows underneath here in a different color, it's not going to really be that overly noticeable. I don't think most people are going to come in here and go, ooh, look, you can see the floor sticking through. So there's that. So yeah, I'd show this chiseling, but this is very meticulous. And if you mess up, and like I said, just even place a block like that, this will detach from the chisel block. All four of them, or all three of them, will detach from the chisel block. And it will, you have to basically tear that block out, throw it away, put a new log in, and do it from scratch. Also means you can't do a multi-block thing, so I can't have aged wood planks in here to have it so it looks like it's actually part of the fence. It's kind of annoying, but you know what? We'll deal with it. Just move on, continue going. It would be really nice if these fences actually would connect to any block connected beside them, including chisel blocks, but I don't know. There's a lot of mechanic with the chisel block that is kind of touchy. Anyhow, that's where we're at. I have a lot more chiseling to do. I have a lot more logging to do. I got to go get a lot more birch. I just picked up another shipment from my base, and I'm gonna put that up there, but this won't even make a dent. One last thing I'm thinking I'm going to do is I'm going to widen this out. I'm going to rip this entire hillside down back to here, 3 blocks off, and move that retaining wall over to where that hay bale is, and turn this into a pathway around the edge of the building, around the back side. It will come down here and connect up to this gate for the animal pens. I'm still thinking about it, but I might do is actually close off the animal pens completely. You know, this whole area, just basically wall it off or fence it off completely. I'm kind of debating on that, and I might leave these logs and see how it looks one way or the other. I don't mind having it here, having this area here open, because I may put. I'm still thinking of putting an anvil and another workbench and stuff like that along here on either side. Maybe a couple of forges and things, just to have it so it looks like, you know, this is a place where travelers come, and you know, sometimes you got to fix up your thing, reshoe your horse, do whatever. There is going to be some hitching posts put in here. I don't have any logs for them, but basically I'm just going to come up and over and then chisel it down so it just looks like it's it's just going to look like it's a 1 block or 2 block thick piece of log. What I'm going to do is do it in such a manner that I have just, see if I can demonstrate it a little bit on this guy. So I have just the corner of the log like this showing on the top of the post, as opposed to the inside of the log showing. Of course, if you look at it from the back or from the bottom, it will show the inside of the log. I wish you could select your textures, but you can't. Anyhow, that's the point where we're at right now, so I'm going to stop here, get back to my chiseling, and get back to some of the other stuff that I got to take care of, and then we'll pick it up and see what other kind of trouble we can get into, and hopefully get this thing accomplished before too much longer, because I do want this finished. And we're close. We're very close. So don't go away. We'll be right back. Hey kids, Inverted Cow here. Welcome back. The news came down yesterday. The server reset is actually official. It's going to happen within the end of the week. The server will be reset. Rabbit's going to do is move a bunch of buildings. Most of the work here in Spawn is going to be relocated and moved, and I've asked him to relocate the trade hall here because I am almost finished. So I'm going to continue plunking away at it for the rest of this week. But I figured while I'm doing that, I'm going to try to do is take a look at a couple of some of the other builds that are coming up, so that next week we'll see what kind of things we have. I don't know what I'll do. I might just record the moving to the new server, because it should happen before then. So we might get a few snapshots and snippets of some of the stuff that's around here and some of the stuff that happens during the move. This building is basically almost finished except for the chiseling. The rooms need the furnishings. I did see Karma on yesterday and was kind of hoping I could get them to finish the job here. We'll see. I don't know. I might do is chisel these blocks and put this chert cobble as a surface on the inside here. Well, that might be something I do just to give it continuity. I still want to put a trim around these openings on the outside. I have to do the roof, of course, and a lot of finishing work. I also have to deal with the drifter spawn that's happening. These guys add nothing to the game except be a pest. Can you go away, please? Thank you. So I have just about finished what I was going to do on the lower set here. I did the roadway, the road entrance. And most of the pathways. I'm still seriously considering putting a wall here between these two pillars, even if it's just the rough hewn fence, or actually blocking this entire section off with a wall around the stairs. Not sure yet which, but just give it that feeling of this is the animal pens, this is not. Now I might just leave it open because people can still travel in and out through. I haven't had any critters move into these pens yet, but then again, it's not exactly inviting for them, and there isn't very many around except for the one that's been swimming over here for ages. But yeah, that's gonna kind of do it. Where did this block go? Okay. The banister that was here has vanished. Very weird. That's going to do it for today. I hope you're enjoying Vintage Story, and we will see you next week, hopefully, on the new server. So thanks all for watching, and good night for now.